to another podcast, the blog at beyoungministry.blogspot.com and the YouTube page of Be Young Ministry. Today we continue in the first chapter of the Gospel according to John, verses 47 through 51, which reads, "When Jesus saw Nathanael approaching, he said of him, 'Here truly is an Israelite, in whom there is no deceit.' 'How do you know me?' Nathanael asked. Jesus answered, 'I saw you while you were still under the fig tree, before Philip called you.' Then Nathanael declared, 'Rabbi, you are the Son of God. You are the King of Israel.' Jesus said, 'You believe because I told you I saw you under the fig tree. You will see greater things than that.' He then added, 'Very truly I tell you, you will see heaven open and the angels of God ascending and descending on the Son of Man.'" That's John chapter 1, verses 47 through 51. The Lord Jesus knew that Nathanael was an Israelite in whom there was no deceit. This meant Nathanael was straight up and authentic. He was not two-faced. What you saw is what you got. Keep in mind, the Lord Jesus isn't commenting about Nathanael's sinlessness. No. He is commenting on Nathanael's heart. The Lord Jesus knows all there is to know about you and me, especially our hearts. He knows us better than we do ourselves. I find that comforting, that the Lord Jesus knows me like this. Comfort comes in the context of safety. I have this safety and comfort because of what the Lord Jesus has accomplished on my behalf. His death on that tree on Calvary's Hill procured perfection for me in the eyes of God. And perhaps, as a result, I no longer fear failure. I fear rejection from God. The opposite has been rendered. Freedom that propels me into a life of faith, a life of seeking Him in everything on a daily basis. This is what the early disciples experienced, and this is what Christianity should be about. In verse 49, Nathanael acknowledges the Lord Jesus as the Son of God. Nathanael is illustrating that when we come to know the Lord Jesus for who He is, we will see that He's God. The disciples of the Lord Jesus, on the other hand, were ordinary men. There was nothing unique about them. They were not unusually intelligent. They were just like you and me, ordinary. The secret was not to be found in these men. No, the secret was and is found in the Lord Jesus, who understands all. He understands me and you. He uses whoever and whatever to accomplish His purposes, and He has been known to shock us in the ways that He accomplishes His purposes in this world. This makes me think of Romans 8:28. I'm sure you've read it many times. You've heard it quoted. And we know that all things work together for the good to those who love God, to those who are called according to His purpose. It sounds that we earn the reality that all things work together for our good, but this is not so. In order to recognize that all things work together for our good, we must be in the habit of giving our hearts to the Lord Jesus. All things do and will work together for our good. The question is whether we will be able to see it or not. Giving our heart to the Lord conditions us to recognize that all things work together for our good. I find it instructive that the Lord Jesus never handled any two disciples alike. Andrew was cautious, Peter was impetuous, Philip was shy, Nathanael was guileless. Jesus spoke differently to each of them. He understood them. He took them for who they were. He did not try to make them fit into the same mold or pattern. He treated them all differently. He tailor-made the truth. There's one truth, but many applications of that truth. Finally, he has called you and me to be his disciples. Can you imagine? This means he knows best what to permit into our lives. Following him means that we accept whatever he decides, whatever he allows. We look for meaning and purpose according to his wisdom and the wisdom that he grants us. We trust and we follow him. This is what it means to be a disciple of the Lord Jesus Christ. My friends, I trust this podcast is of help to you in your walk. If I can be of further help to you, send me an email at beyoungministry@gmail.com. Hey, have a great day.